I'm going to talk about the concept of neural drive and its relationship to performance, to fitness and training, to warm-ups, what it means, and how it plays a part in every aspect of our performance, especially on the course, but even in the gym, even in our preparation. So, ramping up neural drive, I recently watched a video with Dr. Stu McGill talking about this. And the idea of neural drive and building density in neural drive and ramping this up really depends on the situation at hand. So he's discussing this as it relates to powerlifting, and so if you're about to perform a heavy deadlift, you want to create a lot of tension. You want to get angry. You want to pump up that nervous system. You want everything firing at a high level because you're about to do a max effort task, okay? I don't see any difference in this if you're about to stand up with a driver in your hand. There needs to be some tension. You're about to send that ball out a long ways. You're about to try to create a high speed, dynamic, short burst activity. And there needs to be some tension. There needs to be some getting angry. Dr. McGill talks about, you're getting ready to kill. So in this instance, we're not trying to kill another human being. We're trying to kill a golf ball. In the gym, we're trying to kill a barbell, a dumbbell. So your mindset, your physiology needs to be ramping up that way. If you're trying to hit a delicate chip, if you're trying to make a 4-foot putt to win your match, win a tournament, then you may need to ramp things down. And so that comes with the importance of being able to ramp this tension, relaxation, this neural drive up and down. So having control over that. In the gym, we want to have that same intensity on every rep, every lift. We want to feel like we're moving that bar with as much intensity as we can, whether it's our warm-up set or it's our last heavy set. Whether we're training for power, whether we're training for pure strength, whether we're training for speed, we need to have that ability to ramp up that nervous system and get everything tense and firing as high as it can. This is the reason we take long rests between heavy sets, between power sets. This is the reason we do fairly low volume because that's taxing. If you try to do that for a lot of reps or you didn't give yourself enough rest in between, you're not going to be able to do it as well for the following sets or the following reps. So understanding this ability. So how do we do this? Well, this could be a mental thing. This could be, you look at the power lifters, the football players, getting slapped in the face, headbutting. Those are versions of that. It could be self-talk. It could be part of your warm-up. So your warm-up should segment in a way that when you're ready to hit your big lifts or you're ready to go out on the course, you're ramped up. You're ready to hit that first tee shot. So you're going to start by moving your body through a full range of motion. You're going to start by starting to fire some muscles and start to ramp that up. And you're going to finish by doing some high intensity work. In the gym, this could be some slams, some jumps, some kind of speed or power movement. This could be on the course, same thing, doing some speed swings at the end, doing some kind of power movements at the end before you go to the first tee. Plenty of ways to do this. If you're about to do a big lift, this could be, locking in the shoulders, screwing into the ground, screwing into those lats, squeezing that bar, trying to pull that bar apart before you pull that deadlift, before you do that bench press, before you do that heavy squat. Create that tension. People talk about holding the golf club like a bird, a baby bird, or, light pressure. You need to have supple wrist. You need to have control of the grip of the golf club, and that creates some tension, especially at high speeds, especially as you get towards the bottom of the swing, and that club, those forces are trying to pull that club away from you. You need to have some tension in that grip. So there are parts of the golf swing, there are parts of the body we need to be tense in, there's parts of the body we need to be supple and flexible in. But if you think the golf swing is especially the full golf swing, is a very violent, a very dynamic, a very intense movement, we need to get our physiology ready for that. So hopefully this kind of gets you thinking about some things. So in the gym, make sure your warm-up is ramping up towards the task at hand. You should be doing some heavy lifting. You should be doing some power moves. You should be, pushing yourself in the gym. and your warm up should get you ready for that. You know, rolling around on a foam roller for 20 minutes, doing a bunch of flexibility stretches isn't going to get you there. The same principle goes when you're getting ready for competition. You know, you need to be standing on that first tee ready to beat everybody. There needs to be some mindset there. There needs to be some physiology there. You know, when you've got that driver in your hand, there needs to be the same approaches if you're about to pull, you know, your PR deadlift or about to give your PR bench press. But also understanding when to bring that down, you know, when you can bring that heart rate down, working on your breathing, doing exercises for that. So in the situations where we maybe don't want as much tension, we want to free things up, we want to slow things down, we need to be able to have control both ways. We need to be able to ramp that heart rate up, ramp that tension up. We also need to be able to bring it down in those situations. So make that part of your training, work on creating tension. Every rep you do from the warm up to the last set, create that tension, pull that bar apart, screw your feet into the ground, screw your shoulders into your body, grip, squeeze that bar as hard as you can, and then spend some time, maybe at the end of your workout, in the evenings, and learn how to kind of ramp your nervous system down. There's a bunch of great breathing exercises. You know, box breathing is one great one to do that. You can find plenty of videos on YouTube on that. There's a bunch of other breathing exercises where you work on kind of controlling and bringing that nervous system down. So if you have any questions, reach out to me, John Paul at GuidryPT.com.